May is National Moving Month, and the Better Business Bureau of Central Oklahoma has teamed off with the American Moving and Storage Association to help Oklahomans reduce moving costs and recognize potential moving scams. Here to talk a little bit more about it, we've got Sean Rose joining us again this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what's going on here with all these moving scams? What do we need to be aware of?
Well, you know, moving scams are kind of becoming more and more common thing that people face, and it's just one of those things that you be more aware about before you kind of start packing stuff up and getting ready to move, and it helps you identify some red flags and all that.
What are they doing? Are they just not showing up?
So, you know, yeah, it's like a lot of the scams that we see and we deal with is that you see a scam where somebody's like, hey, we're going to need a large upfront fee, or you know, you have to pay the entire moving cost up front. That's definitely not the case with most moving companies.
Oh, okay.
So you know, you would always kind of put a percentage down payment, but you know, if you're looking at things upward of 50-60% of what they quote you on your move and they've never come out, that's definitely a red flag, because a lot of companies might come out and walk through it with you and help you kind of identify, you know, here's what I'm moving, here's the packing, here's this, and this, and you got to be aware more often.
Okay, so how do we find the reputable moving companies out there? Because there are a lot of them. If you Google it, there's a lot of moving companies.
Absolutely, yeah. So one of the best ways that we always recommend is go to the BBB website, check it out, and go on there, and you can just type in movers in Oklahoma City, or movers in Edmond, movers in wherever in Oklahoma you might be, and it'll bring up a list, and it'll show what their rating is, if they're accredited or not, and kind of any history of complaints and customer reviews, because now we do customer reviews that are verified on our website. So.
Oh, cool. So it's not just somebody from the company.
Joe Schmo, yeah. and no, it's a real person, and we make sure that we actually get that review. We're the only website that does that, which is pretty cool, because you would think that other big names might do that, but no, definitely not.
Huh.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you do hear about it a lot. Like, you go on to, I don't want to say, but some big national website, and you look at the customer reviews, and you're like, that seems really complimentary, like overly complimentary. And then talking a little bit more about the moving companies, is there anything else that we need to be aware of that you guys are seeing?
Definitely one of the big things is that if they just say, we'll just give you a quote on the phone or through email, and they haven't come out or aren't, asked you some detailed questions, definitely something you need to kind of take a second and see. We always say, with everything, do your research, get at least 3 quotes from different companies, walk through it with them, make sure you feel well, because you need to know your rights. That's the other big thing is, know in the contract, make sure it's written out, spelled out in detail, make sure you know who's packing. Am I packing boxes free, and they're coming and picking them up? Are they going to help pack? All the definite, nitty-gritty work you might need to know.
I just don't even want them to, I just don't want them to like break anything. That's my main thing, but yeah. Right. I mean, I want them to show up. That's always good. So if you do need to contact the BBB, you can go to their website, as Sean was just saying. That is oklahomacity.bbb.org. And you can also call 239-6081. We'll be right back.